Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Sunday, November 5th of 2023. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives that create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. Today's topic is called RESPECT. Find out what it means to you. What does it mean for you? And hopefully that is one and the same with what it means for our Mother Earth. So we're going to be, of course, as always, working from that connection with our Mother Earth and the healing that is needed on this planet, the healing that is needed for the collective of humanity to evolve so that we can live in a way where this planet can survive and sustain us, because if we it's one and the same, as we all know. We're killing ourselves, we're killing the planet, we're killing the planet, we're killing ourselves. I mean, no, wait a minute, let me take that back. I think if we kill ourselves, we're not necessarily probably help the planet, but if we're killing the planet, we are definitely killing ourselves. um so how does that relate to RESPECT, what it means to you? I know, when my teacher had this saying that he would say to me in his stern voice, and he said it not just to me, to everyone. He would say, "Not let them to eat your meat and to throw you." And he said that to me one on one and several times because I didn't really get it until I got it. What he meant by that, he was trying to teach me how to command respect for myself, how to expect people to treat me fairly and kindly, and to value me, and to stand in my own value. He was trying to teach me how to respect myself. He was, it was a mission, let me tell you, and it was a long road for me. And I finally got it. I finally got it, and the world changed from that day forward, right? Because as my friend Lillian Warman said, she was one of the authors that was interviewed for the book, excuse me, While We Were Silent, the 12 experts share their stories of healing from sexual trauma. And in that book, she said in her interview, you teach people how to treat you by how you interact with them, how you hold yourself, what you expect, what you allow. We do. And that was a long life lesson for me. It took me a long time to finally get it. And I get it now in a whole new way, which is why so many of my programs incorporate embodiment, alignment, that core inner strength, anchoring into your I am center, into your pelvic bowl, and really coming from your heart. So, it's not uh, commanding respect from a way we see in the world right now in so many places of beating people over the head and harming people. If you don't respect me, if you don't, value my existence, then I'm going to kill you. And boy, I mean, that's a real difficult thing right now. Let me just say this piece and we'll get into the meditation, because I've really been, okay, how do you, in light of what's going on in the world right now, which we're in the midst of the Israeli and Palestinian conflict of 2023, um, and it's extremely disturbing and heartbreaking. Extremely disturbing and heartbreaking. And I believe I know that there's propaganda machines that, and governments with their agendas, that they have an agenda that is beyond. I mean, one agenda is pitting the people against each other so that the fighting will happen and the government actions can be, air quotes, justified, right? But I know there's other agendas. There's other agendas about land and resources and things beyond the human being. And so we get caught in the tit for tat. But this one did this, and this one did this, and this one did this, and this one did this. Human beings. We're human beings. We're on a planet, and everyone is worthy of life, liberty, justice, respect, value as a human being. And we need to stop allowing the propaganda machines to pit us against each other. And we need to stand together, and we need to see truth as best we can. I've been trying to really educate myself about what's going on at the government levels, and you know, just the traces through more than 100 years of what's been going on, and honestly, it's not about. I don't believe it's about religion um, at all. So I say that because there are so many mainstream party lines going on right now, whether it is the war, whether it is all of the things that are affecting and impacting the survival of our planet. You hear me talk a lot about the food systems because I think that has a huge, huge impact on the ability of our planet to survive. There's the oil and gas, and there's all of our resources and the way that they're used on this planet, water, so many things that are impacting the health of our planet. And we, as individuals, that here on, especially on this call, Community for Conscious Living, we are dedicated to really tapping in to our inner connection, our connection with Source, the deepest level of truth that we can access from within ourselves, and really living that. And when we do, we awaken to things that are different from any party line in any mainstream conversation. And what you find may be unique to you, some unique combination that is unique to you. And it's really difficult. It can be really difficult to stand in that and say, no, this is the way I feel like I need to live my life in order to really align with my integrity and my inner knowing and my connection with Source and my desire to care about all of the planet and all of the inhabitants of the planet, human and otherwise, and inanimate, animate. It doesn't matter. It does matter. We have to connect to that place inside of ourselves that is connected and that knows and live in integrity with that, regardless of what the mainstream party lines are saying. You're supposed to be this or this. You may find some combination that is unique to you. You hopefully will. And we need the strength to stand in what is true for us, regardless of what anyone or anything says or believes you ought to be doing. A lot of people, when you start to stand in, well, this is what feels right for me. This is the stand I need to take. This is what I need to do for myself to feel like I'm living in integrity with myself and with the planet. Then a lot of people they go into fear. They fear you changing. They fear your change will separate you from them. They feel that, well, their need to change and they don't want to. Whatever happens there, people go into fear, they go into wobble. And it can really put us into that position of, am I going to be persecuted for my beliefs? And so we go into wobble. I know when I first went vegetarian back in 1990, and even still, well, when I first went back then, I mean, my ex-husband was, oh, don't tell my parents. And my family was, you're going to hurt yourself. And, like all kinds of things. And I've only gotten more passionate about my belief around that and went 100% vegan some time ago. I don't remember when. And I really feel like that impacts my health in a very positive way. I feel like it impacts the planet in a very positive way. I feel like it is a much less cruel way to live on this planet than what I was living before when I was just going along with mainstream. I got a lot of pushback, and there were times throughout between then and now where I did give in and cave into pressure and cave into, well, wanting to be liked and accepted and, get along, and had to go, well, no, wait a minute, that's not right. It feels so out of integrity for me. I've got to do what is in integrity for me. So that's where this RESPECT, find out what it means to you, is coming from today. what is true for you. Only you can find this from deep within yourself, in your own connection with your source, living in your highest integrity and really anchoring into your I am center and being who you are here to be, and letting go of unhooking yourself from the need to be a part of the mainstream, the need to be accepted, the need to be, to go along with, and allowing yourself to just be free, not fighting against, not defending or justifying, but just be, and be that beacon of light that is the core of your being, of what you came here to be and who you came here to be, what you came here to represent. Because we are all representatives of spirit in form, and we are all representing various aspects of spirit in form. And the more that we do and the more inner work that we do, the stronger we become, the greater beacon, the more light that we are able to project into the world. So, all right, let's come into our meditation and healing circle now. Let's come into our circle, sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. Let's bring everything, your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, to face toward the center of our circle. Bring your heart center to face toward the center of the circle. And your belly, that hara, the ball of energy in the front of your belly space, just bring that to face toward the center of our circle and rest in to your body being here. And it's like we meet at the hub in the center. We are all spokes on the wheel, and we are the wheel. So together, let's call on our source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. Let's just imagine this pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle. And you can just tip your heart up slightly and let that light pour into your heart center and breathe it in. Let your heart be like a breathing portal and breathe that in to your heart. Just breathe it in all the way as deep as you can into your heart center. I like to quote Rumi. The poet Rumi says, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Right? These barriers cover over the truth in the heart. There are protective mechanisms that keep our heart from getting hurt, right? And we're full of them. We're human beings. And I've noticed as I've been witnessing what's going on in the world lately that my heart, the barriers are really been strong. And I have to work a little extra hard, a little longer in the mornings to really let the light and the unconditional love come through to really connect me in with that connection with all that is, with the light and the love and the compassion. So breathe that into your heart. And with each breath, take it in deeper and deeper into the center of your heart. And as you exhale, just let yourself release the clutter, release the blocks and barriers. And really just take a full breath and inhale all of your energy into your vertical core of your body, that core that runs through the top of your head and along the front of your spine, through the center of your body, halfway front to back, halfway side to side. And just let that run, feel that running through your body. And as you inhale all of your energy into that center. You're meeting in that vertical core of pure divine light, runs through your body. And as you exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl. Let yourself anchor into your pelvic bowl. If your pelvic bowl, right, forms like a bowl, and imagine a circle or an egg sitting on top of this bowl, right? And you've got that center of gravity up that egg. If the large part of the egg sits at the bottom of the bowl, there's a center right there, that center of gravity where that egg will be balanced. Feel that inside your body As your core is like this egg sitting on top of your pelvic bowl, feel that center and let yourself drop down and anchor into that center. That's your center of gravity. It's that wellspring of life force energy that comes from your center, halfway front to back, halfway side to side. Drop in there. You may need to move your hips around side to side or front to back to really wiggle yourself into that space. But drop into that pelvic bowl, anchor yourself there, and then let yourself upright your spine. Lengthen your spine and just bring your head to look straight ahead, not looking up, as we sometimes do. That helps to contain the energy in your body, and just lean back into that space behind your heart and breathe in that pure divine light. Breathe it in deeper and deeper until it moves all the way through your heart and touches into that vertical core. And you're leaning back into the back of your heart, just receiving and receiving and receiving pure divine light into your body, filling you up, filling up your entire core. And in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love and just feel this love. Love is meant to be felt. Let yourself receive it. Breathe it in through your heart center. Let your heart center again tip up and let it just flow into your heart. Let that unconditional love be like the gentle rain, the gentle water, the gentle rain of mercy, the gentle waters of love. Love, water is the carrier of life, right? And let it just flow in through your heart center, really bringing that life energy, that unconditional love into the center of your heart. Breathe it all the way in through your heart center. Let this be your breathing portal. Breathe it all the way into your core. Let it pour in all the way through your heart into your vertical core. And just as with your exhale, just let yourself blow out any of the blocks and barriers, the clutter, cobwebs, the fears, whatever may be hanging out there. Let yourself release the blocks and barriers and lean back into that space behind your heart. Again, breathing into your heart center. And as you exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl. Anchor into your pelvic center. That is your I am center, be. And you anchor into that center, it drops you into who you be. Your heart is what you know, and your mind is what you believe, right? So let yourself drop into your I am center and lean into your I know center. And let your pelvic bowl and your heart, like, feel that connection running along that vertical cord between your pelvic bowl and your heart. So your I know really drops into your I am. You are being what you know. What you know is real. And again, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion. And this is the womb of compassion, the ocean of living consciousness that contains the entirety of our existence. Again, ocean, the womb. This is the safe container, the fluid existence that contains you and holds you in pure compassion, pure unconditional compassion, regardless of what's going on in the world, of what your internal conflicts are, what your external conflicts are. You are held in an ocean of eternal compassion. So again, as you inhale into the core of your body, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, lean into your heart, and let your entire being rest into this ocean of compassion. Feel yourself held in this ocean, contained in this safe container, this womb of compassion. And let your being rest. Invite your entire nervous system to rest into this ocean of compassion. Rest into this ocean of compassion. And breathe. Now let's let yourself just, as I mentioned, dropping back into the space behind the heart. Just feel your breath, a silent breath, move behind your heart, right? You have your lungs here, you have your heart there, and there's like the way that your breath flows, the way that your blood flows through your body. So let yourself drop in through that center and like all the way back behind that space, like the back of your heart center, like leaning into your spine, and let yourself just quietly, silently breathe into that space. And let's just call on Source, call on that all-knowing, universal life force energy to breathe into you through the back of your heart, and let your breath like connect in with that breath that's moving through the back of your heart. Just lean into your spine, silently breathe into that space behind your heart, and make your intention. You call on your source, your angels, guides, healers, helpers, ask for their help. Let yourself kind of connect in with that breath that breathes you through the back of your heart, and let it connect you deeply, deeply, deeply in with your connection with all that is, that breathes life force and breathes knowing into your body, into your heart. And let yourself hang out there and just breathe with that for a minute. And just feel that connection as best you can. Okay? Just, if it doesn't feel like it's coming through 100%, that's okay. Just do your best with it. Focus on your breath and let it be deep within your body, toward the back of your heart. And just ask for like the truth of your light, of your life force, to enter into your heart, enter into your body consciousness, flow into your cup, the cup of your body, your container, and fill you, flood you with this knowing of truth that is meant for you to carry. And let go of any attachments. Let yourself just be a witness to this space, right? Be an inquiry, like you've never seen this movie before and you're just turning on the television. You have no idea what it's about. You're just going to watch and say, what is this? And let it flow through. Let yourself inquire into what's flowing through. Let go of it looking like anything you've ever seen before or any of the party lines, as we said. And let yourself feel. If there is a specific question in your heart that you're not sure how to hold in the mainstream, when your views don't necessarily align with mainstream views, ask that question right now. Make that your intention to get clarity around that. It's okay to get clarity around a specific issue. What is one that you know your truth doesn't align with the mainstream view? What is one that you want more clarity on and more strength around? Breathe into it. Say yes to it and let it come through. Let it fill your inner knowing. And let your mind be a witness. And invite your mind to say yes to it. And feel that in yourself. Feel that take hold into your core. Really flowing into that vertical core, filling the entire core from your I know center of your heart, dropping down into your I am center in your pelvic bowl, and flowing all the way up through to your I believe center in your head, filling your whole core with the knowing that is here for you to carry and for you to align to feel like you will be in integrity, in alignment, and in purpose. It's going to be possibly different for all of us, for each of us. So let this be unique to you. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Be and it is. I want to just invite any of those places that you feel may have some hooks that are connected to being a part of the family or a group or an organization or anything that may differ from your views. And if there are hooks there that are not healthy for you, let's just make the intention that they be unhooked and released. Just return those, let the angels take them and do what they know how to do. Any cords or attachments of people wanting you to be like them or to not change, let's let those also be released from your body. Give those to the angels, let them take them. And again, now drop in and let your core become more and more solid. With this knowing, let your core become more and more solid with this knowing. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Really let it fill your entire core. Again, dropping down, anchoring into your pelvic bowl, who you be. That's your I am center, right? That's who you be. Really flowing in through your heart, which is what you know, your deepest inner knowing from your connected self, and flowing up into your headspace, which is your beliefs and that which directs your actions and your movements. Right? So the whole line is connected. Your beliefs, your thoughts, your actions, with your knowing, with your being. And feel that connection as it moves, like if you can energetically feel it through that core that runs through the top of your head, along the front of your spine, all the way through your pelvic floor, and feel that anchoring into your pelvic bowl, connecting with the knowing in your heart, and bringing your head to be in alignment, your beliefs and thoughts to be in alignment with the knowing in your heart and who you be at your core. It is the really learning how to be that helps you to become unwavering when it comes to your core beliefs. It doesn't mean you're not compassionate or sympathetic with others. This means that compassion, sympathy, desire to connect doesn't take you out of who you are. You don't have to be someone else to have a relationship with them. You can still be you and be true to you. So really let that anchor in at your core. Kun fayakun. Kun fayakun. That means be and it is. Be and it is. Be and it is. And really let yourself, as much as you can, feel in your heart the significance, the importance of this alignment and what it means to you in your heart. Why this is important to you in your heart. Really feel that. Feel the significance, feel the importance. Kun fayakun. Be and it is. And let that feeling, again, running along that vertical core, really strengthening the core of who you are. Call on Ya Aziz, which is the divine strength, to this anchor this into your core so that it becomes very strong. As Ya Aziz strengthens your inner core. Ya Aziz, Ya Aziz. That's A-Z-I-Z, A-Z-I-Z, Aziz. Strengthen your inner core. Ya Aziz, Ya Aziz. You can say that and let that vibration resonate along your core to really bring that vibration and that existence of the divine strength into your core. Ya Aziz, Ya Aziz, Ya Aziz. And really let that vibration, as it emanates from your core, let it resonate into the consciousness of every cell of your body. So every cell of your body, just make the invitation to your cells. Every cell carries consciousness. Make the invitation for your cells to really turn to this core strength and this strength with which your inner knowing is anchoring into your core. So it becomes who you are. Let every cell of your body absorb that knowing and that strength. Invite those cells to open and to take this in and to let it wash and cleanse any of the doubts or fears and become a strong knowing within yourself of who you are, what your core beliefs are, what your highest integrity is. Kun fayakun, be and it is, and let it be in every cell of your body. And again, let yourself just take a full and gentle breath, breathing into the core of your body. And exhale, drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, lean into your spine, into that space behind the heart, and bring your head to just bow to this wisdom And this strength within your body, within your heart, within your pelvic bowl. And let that whole alignment of your head, your heart, and your pelvic space, your sacral center, to align, to become one vibration, and really strengthen. What you know is who you are, is what you do, what you believe. Kun Fayakun be, and it is. There's another set of divine names really help to anchor this in. It is Yahweh, and that's the transliteration is spelled Qawiy, Pawi, and that is the strength of spirit. And when that is recited with Yah Mateen, and that's M as in Mary, A, T as in Tom, I, N as in Nancy, Mateen, that means the firm. I mean, that's like the firm in your body, the firmness of body. So Yahweh, Yom Mateen, Hawi, Mateen, when they're said together, it is like a merging and integration, strength of spirit, strength of form. So you, as a representative of spirit and form, can be a solid integration of spirit and form. Not the dance that we often do between the two, but really coming together. Yahweh, Yah Mateen, Yahweh, strength of spirit, Yahweh, strength of form. Let them become integrated so that who you are as a representative of spirit and form is integrated with firmness into your physical body. Yahweh, Yah Mateen, 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 Yahweh, Yah Mateen. And really let your strength of spirit fully merge and integrate with your form, like zipping up that earth suit of your physical body to be the representative of spirit in form that you are here to be. Kawi Mati. Kun Fayakun be, and it is. It's a favorite poem that I like to say in my classes. The grass is green, the sky is blue, the sun is bright, and you are you. There's nothing that you have to do to prove, to justify, to defend, to apologize for, to hide. The sun the sky, the grass, you are what you are, and it is what it is because it is what God made in this creation. Or however you believe, it is what is. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Be and it is. Be and it is. Now, I want to just take this one more step. You really stand in, rest into this, like really anchored into your core, your vertical core, and resting into this physical body. Just imagine your field around you, right? Like a sphere around you. You are the axis, the central axis of this sphere, right? You are the axis of the sphere. Your world, right? It's like a projection screen that revolves around you. And what happens in that projection screen, you have choice and the ability to change what you see and how you perceive it and how you relate to it. So you are the axis of this world. This world, you can think of it as like the Metatron's cube. That's how we talk about it in my classes a lot. Your vertical core is that axis of this sphere, which is called the cube. But it's a sphere. Infinite possibilities and projections within this sphere. Imagine whatever is going on in this sphere around you. Would it be like a projection screen? Whatever any other being or anything happens in this sphere, you stay in your axis and you can choose how to perceive it, right? Because you always come back to your center. How can I perceive this in a way that keeps me aligned with my vertical core and my own inner knowing, my own connection with source, with truth? How do I perceive this? And how do I want to interact with it? You have choice on that. If you feel yourself getting pulled off by one or another, just come back to that axis and remember that your world is a sphere. In that projection screen, whatever reflects onto it, you have choice as to how you perceive it and how you relate to it and what you do with it, how you interact with it. It is in your choice. There's a very wise man that I saw interviewed on this is years ago when there were the crazy wildfires in California, and there was a man whose house was burning down and he was standing across the street from it, and the news anchor was interviewing him and said, "Oh my God, how are you? What's going on?" And he looked at it and he says, "You know, the difference between a disaster and an adventure is attitude." And I thought that was just so brilliant because no matter what's going on in this world, Ibn Arabi says along the same lines, intention. If you start every day with intention, that gives meaning to your actions, right? Start every day with intention. Tap into this alignment with your own core knowing and your inner strength. Be who you are here to be. Start your day with intention and then end your day with reflection, because your intention gives meaning to your actions, and your interpretation, right, which you can come to upon your reflection, your interpretation is what gives meaning to your life, right, whether it's a disaster or an adventure. And I know there's a lot of really difficult things going on in our world right now, and it can feel really scary. And I've certainly been caught with that. It doesn't make it real. I mean, doesn't make it not real to say, okay, I'm going to be in this alignment. I'm going to be in this core. I'm going to do the best I can with it from this center, not losing my connection with all that is, not losing who I am and who I'm here to be, the light that I'm here to project into this world, or to what's that word? Um, uh, Reflect into this world, to emanate into this world, the consciousness that I'm here to be in align with, what I'm here to learn, what I'm here to do and to give, how I'm here to serve, right? All of those can be informed by this place. You don't have to lose yourself and conform to this or that. Stay here, perceive, decide, act, react from here. What's going on, of course, in the world right now is real. What we do with it, our intention around it, and how we perceive it, it gives meaning to our actions and it gives meaning to our lives, right? Intention gives meaning to your actions. How you interpret what goes on gives meaning to your life. Kun Faya Kun. So as you move through, do your best to stay in this core, return to this core, continue to strengthen your own inner knowing of who you are, and be that representative of spirit and form that you are given uniquely in your physical body to be. And let that guide you to do what you're here to do, to share as you're here to share, to give as you're here to give. It's really important for all of us now that we do our best to stay aligned and really break free of the party lines that seek to divide us and pit us against each other so that we don't notice what's going on at um, the government levels. And the people, I said this in a post on Facebook, if you're out there protesting, remember what you're protesting against. Don't contribute to this group pitting against that group and fighting each other. We need to not be fighting each other. We need to unify and respect each other as human beings, come together, listen, hear, merge. We know that we are one people, not hurt each other anymore. If you're going to protest against something, protest against what is happening at the government levels. And yeah, I'll leave that at that. So let's, again, take that full breath into your body, drop down, anchor into your core, lean into your spine, be who you are here to be. Shine as you're here to shine. And with that, I'm going to end our recording and open for Q&A. If you're on Facebook, there's a link there in the description. If you want to join us for the Q&A, I'm going to end the recording on Facebook. You can come and join us on Instant Teleseminar. There's 2 ways to join us there. Click that link and you'll see how to join us either by phone or computer. If you're listening to the recording, you're invited to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. You can find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, sign up to receive the reminders and replays, and you'll receive 2 free gifts. One is a one-sheet, a reminder of who and what we are and what this world is about, why we're here, helps us to keep things in perspective. And the other one is a 15-minute downloadable guided meditation that I hope you'll download and use as a part of your daily practice to help you to stay connected with that pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that is the core of your being. All right, and with that, I thank you very much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week, and I hope you're here to join us for the Q&A.